Hello, everybody. Good old wagon engineers. I have no clue why the fuck my avatar looks like that. It should be a bit different, but uh, give me a moment as I try to fix this. Yeah, there we go. Hey, hey, hey! There we go. And now I have an avatar. Fellers, ladies and gentlemen, folks across the U.S. nation, it is Wagon, back with another MZ Wagon talk. You know, everybody's saying, oh, Wagon, come back, don't wait till your house is done to do your return. Well, I'm here. I am here, fully loaded, locked and loaded, and ready to go. This place is about to blow. Up, 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 bitch. Just saying. First topic I'm gonna start off here, and it's gonna be me being truthful and saying what I gotta say. So I was on Yeah Man's panel, and I'm not mad, you know. And this had nothing to do, Yeah Man, any of the guys that were on there. I want to say something. There is a filler on this platform named White Tupac. And as of tonight, I thought we were best friends, really. You know, since day one, he has came in my panel over and over and shown nothing but love. But fellers, tonight he was feeling a bit frisky, and he came in there, and you know, man, yeah, man, we play around. He came in there and said, "Why am I being a piece of shit?" Yeah, man, no problem, playing around. But then he had the audacity to say after that, "Wagon, do you remember when your house, quote unquote, burnt down?" Well, fuck, man. I'm sure I do. A matter of fact, I'm 159% sure I remember. 23KC, what's going on, Hoss? Good to see you, brother. You're a fucking OG. Welcome to the club. Welcome. Anyway, I'm going to say this. And he said that and then continued to kept going. And I'm thinking in my head before I'm starting, like, this dude's been nothing but a good friend. I mean, I used to call him White. What's up, White? What's up, Pot? And then he says this, and the reason I didn't like snap at first is 'cause I'm like, this is a good friend of mine saying this shit, dude. Like, I don't know if I should ease out of this or just attack him, but it still hasn't hit me, and I know it's been almost over a year, but it still hadn't hit me, and it snapped a spark in me, and I snapped. And I told him, don't do that. I have your background. Don't do that again. You know it'll be good for you. Lotta, lotta, lotta. And he shut up. His defense was he didn't know about my dog, but still it was a bad subject. And he wanted to say sorry. I'm going to say this. This is just a word to the wise. I need to start posting photos in here. You guys want to see photos? I need to start putting photos. As a matter of fact, before this stream's over, I'm going to do a whole slideshow on photos of the house progress. I'm just about done with the upstairs 23KC. Downstairs, I need to do some insulation, drywall, trim, flooring. Now, that's not the subfloor. The subfloor's down. Just got to put my final floor, whatever that's carpet, hardwood over it. Thank you, Gripey. What is going on? My friend, welcome to MZ1 Wagons Talk Show. I hope you're doing good, my friends. Yeah, I will post some photos in here. It's coming along slowly but surely. We got caught up in permits and it's kind of, you know, slowed us down. But before I forget, I want to finish off and give you a piece of advice. White, don't try to use, and a lot of people don't know this, don't use something bad about somebody as a comeback. Don't bring up a bad memory on somebody to piss them off. Because I'm telling you, buddy, people react differently to different things. The thing that could piss you off could not piss anybody else off, but it could set you off. Okay? And I have to respect that as a person. I have to respect that that pisses you off, my friend. What you said to me was definitely bullshit, and you can ask anybody around, even that knows it's old news or whatever, it's still bullshit. Why, Tupac, put the bottle down. Quit drinking so much. You know what I mean? I have seen you, my friend, get so fucking drunk you pass out on live stream numerous times. I am not a drinker myself. I've had drinks. I've smoked weed. I've done cocaine. You know, what do you want to know about me? I've done PCP. I've done LSD. Why does that matter? You know what I mean? That's not a crutch, nor is an excuse, nor is my house. My house is no longer a crutch. My house is no longer an excuse, and my house is not a pity thing for me. You know what I mean? That is not something I'm going to use for capital gain on myself, because I don't like that. But you know what you did, and you know it was wrong. Buddy, put the bottle down. Especially when saying something like that, I respect you as a freaking friend, and the fact you said that actually fucking kind of hurt a little bit. I've had nothing but respect for you, and the fact you did that fucked me up a little bit. It's kind of why I didn't go full psycho on you, but I'll be honest with you, bro. My whole thoughts on you has changed, and it'll be a long time before I ever give you a good run like that at me again, bro. That was pretty non adult like of you, sir. Very, very unprofessional. On the other hand, just got off the live stream and there is more news. More news. So, at the beginning, there was a lady named Patty, and you know how Wagon is. He doesn't take shit from nobody. Cross him once, she ain't cross him. I mean, you got all these sayings. And she said something that just kind of sparked me. Just was like, my voice. And I did something I shouldn't have done. I'll admit it right now. I did something that I shouldn't have done. I called her a quote unquote bitch. It was rude. And after a bit of bickering back and forth, well, we decided we have a lot in common and there's common ground. She actually even admitted that getting to know me, she enjoyed me and thinks I was funny. I said, that's a two-way street. I love you too as a friend. And I want to give a piece of advice just to anybody, something that I've learned personally. When you see somebody joking around with somebody differently than you are, you got to respect that thing of friendship and acknowledgement of knowing that person. Uh, you could go up to your best friend and call him a thing that when some random dude on the street said that, he'd knock him out. You know what I mean? It's getting to know each other and getting to know that fine line of what to cross and what not to cross. And you'll know that line by crossing boundaries. It's going to happen. It will. Yes, it will. Uh, you just got to know. You know what I mean? And that's something that I still, to this day, have a problem with, knowing boundaries. I'll be the first to admit it. Hello, Starlight. Welcome to MZ1 Wagons Talk Show. Glad to have you. Welcome aboard. I find myself now having a hard time understanding boundaries and respecting that aspect of a person's privacy. Uh, I feel like if they could say it, then why can't I? Type deal. But it's hard to explain. It's hard to concept something like that you're not used to. That's why I think it's good for parents to understand what their kid wants to do in their life at a very young age. You want to get them ready for, I don't know, skills and all that. And a lot of people think that parenting is not a biggest play on a child or the smallest things. Guys, I'm telling you, I'm not a parent, but the smallest things can make a difference. If your child wants something, don't go get it. Say, I'll buy you that, but I want you to do something for me. I want you to, and they have a set of chores, I'm sure. Add something to it. Hey, clean the bathroom once a week. I'll give you $10. Mow the yard. I'll give you $15. You know, clean the basement, clean the kitchen, do some dishes. I'll give you $5. And they can save up their money, and they will feel a lot more better knowing they earned that And they will want to continue doing that throughout their life because they know the feeling, guys. When you're raising kids and you're spoiling them and you're giving them everything they could possibly want, and when they're 18, you push them out the door, they're not going to go, guys, because they're not going to be able to handle it. It's not what they're used to. I mean, as far as having a job can be so many things. Oh, Computer Chick Productions. I wanted to say welcome to the MC1 Wagon Talk Show, and it's been nice meeting you and understanding you. I think me and you have a lot in common, and I respect you. And I think we have a good friendship going here. 23KC coming in, popping the clutch, hit the like, and don't be a dyke. Hey, Wagon, right, my son has chores. Good work, good work. He saves up his money for video games because he earns them. Exactly, and he feels a lot better knowing I bought this. But as far as, people are like, you gotta get a job. Well, hey, a job with a kid could also be a job with its parent. I mean, the fact that you gotta do that's not necessarily true. When your son's 12 years old, parents need to quit feeling uh, better. They gotta be they best lawn on the street. You don't want that. Grab your son. Hey, son, we're gonna go knock door to door, and we're gonna find. Even if you've got money, even if you've got a job, just take that time during the week and find one or two houses with your kids, and be like, hey, son, we're gonna go mow some neighborhood yards, and just knock and say this, and eventually keep going with your son. Keep going, and eventually, guys, he's gonna do it on his own, and he's gonna feel the money coming in. You know what I mean? And he's going to find more yards and more yards. It's going to add up, and he's going to want to keep doing it. You know what I mean? If a kid is, I don't know, I don't want to say given because it's making an excuse for the kid. It is just as much as the child's fault as the parent, in my opinion. In my opinion, yes. To an extent, to a certain age, yes. Below, no. But it's a rough subject, I guess. But I would say that when you give them everything they want, they're not gonna know what it's like to have money and earn it. They've never needed it, and then you're just magically one day saying you gotta go, and they're like, "Well, what do I do?" You failed them as a parent. You did, uh, and that's got to be the worst thing a person could say to somebody. Try Mercer 3 cents. Oh, hey, glad you're back, yo. Focus on positive things are tough nowadays. You know what, brother? That's life, my friend. Life is a roller coaster, and I'm riding it. And I'm so glad you are here. You're a very good friend, and I'm glad to see you back, my friend. The same with me. We're back together. MC1 Wagons is back. When my house is done, I'd say 3 months. I know it's a delay with the permits. I will be making an MC Cribs video, and Wagon will be wagging. But you got to understand for what I'm doing now, I'm staying at my mom's house. She lives in a townhouse. I don't want to be loud. That's why I'm not that loud on panels anymore. I got to respect my mother's house and her neighbors. I have to. Until I'm back at my house, I have to respect that. So I appreciate it, guys. And I appreciate you guys sticking with me. It means a lot. Computer Chick Productions coming in with another clutch comment, and it says, like I have been working since 15 years old. I tell my son, if you want something, you have to earn it. Earning things makes you a better person. Exactly. Exactly. The problem with a child's life and feeling frustrated and it's sad, it's the whole thing is parenting, guys. A lot of people don't realize how much their kid looks up to them. Every kid wants to be just like their parent at a young age. They will do everything you do. Everything. If you're out there telling your kid, do this, do that, then there you go. And I even had this problem with one of my friends. They didn't want to work. I'm thinking, we need to find out why. I asked them why. They said they're embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed, guys. Don't ever let somebody make you feel embarrassed from fixing your life. Your life is your life, and you'll come to a point in time where you'll sit back and realize, hey, I am a better person than I was 2 years ago. And you don't even have to set goals to notice this. This is, you reflect on who you were before and who you are now. It makes you keep going and going and going. And you get to a point where you're 40 years old and you're sitting back and you're realizing, I'm a mature adult now. A lot of parents have the mentality, sorry, that they want their kids to find things out the hard way, learn things on their own. Yes and no. Sit back and think about a few things with me, will you? Sit back and think of things that you had to learn on your own that you didn't want to do and you hated doing. And sit back and think of things that you learned on your own that you like doing. Personally, I learned how to work on most things on my own. Working on cars and all that, self-taught pretty much. I mean, my dad's always had a shitload of tools. My dad's always been damn near a mechanic. You know, my whole family's are mechanics. So that part I've learned on my own. As far as working on houses, my dad. But I've also learned on my own too. So it's one of those things that learn on your own and you'll feel better about it. And if you have questions, ask. But hey, there is things that you need to teach them. You can't expect somebody to learn everything on their own. Birds, cats, they all have a mom. Ants have queen bees. Every aspect of life has a parent, guys. Somebody protects them. They may not talk, but they still have a parent who guides them. Guidance and for, for full fulfillment. I know I fucking bomb that word. Is what you want. You want that in your life. You want to feel your child is getting everything you never had without making them not want to earn anything. And that brings it to a whole nother topic. Paulie, please don't hate me, Paulie. I'm gonna try. Paulie Gaffardary. I know I just ruined your whole last name. I'm sorry. Welcome to MC1 Wagon Show. Welcome aboard. Computer Chicks with another clutch comment. Yeah, I learned how to work on computers on my own. My son is learning YouTube on his own, but I do protect him on YouTube from the fuckery. Bob Grizz pays for my stuff using disability money. He's so gorgeous. Computer Chicks. I want your opinion on this. If you don't mind, you're a mother or a parent. I'm assuming, I'm sorry if this comes off the wrong way. I'm assuming you're a woman. What do you think about Christmas? Do you think parents should go all out? Should they have a mediocre Christmas or a small Christmas? What do you think as far as Christmases go? You know, as far as getting everything, I don't think so. You should teach them that you can't get everything you want, but make them request something. As a matter of fact, make them write down on 5 lists what they want and ask them what's that most important thing. And then ask them, what would you do to have that? Because life is what you put in. You know, life is what you make it. If you spend 15 hours a day learning something, you're going to learn it by God. You are. You have to put time and effort into it, and it will happen. And you teach them maybe one of them 5 things they want, and they're putting time into doing it, you support them. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? I know it's crazy to see Wagon talking like this, but really? Uh, this is how Wagon is. When he's not online being psycho, Wagon's an easy. I'm actually a very quiet person, shy in public, but I'm usually my real me. So this is also me. I'm glad you guys get. It's like Boogie 298. There's Francis and there's Boogie. Well, this is Matthew. I'm Matthew Rafferty. You're talking to Matthew, not Wagon. Okay, freaking Evil Abe's Highway to Hell popping in, dumping the clutch. My man Wagon, great intro, man. Evil Abe, welcome aboard to the MC Wagon train. Hop on up, sir. Welcome aboard. I don't all out Christmas. He makes a list. And I think that's a very, very good idea. Like I said, and just the most. If I had a kid, I'd say pick three things, and I wouldn't let them right away pick them. Uh, Vienna. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. Coming in, locked and loaded on the MC1 wagon train. Welcome aboard. I would say pick three things. Pick three things that you want. That you want. And I'm going to ask them, out of those three things, what would you do for them? What would you do to earn that? How bad do you want that? And then I'd make them write a list on what they plan on doing with that item. And that right there will teach them to follow through with what they want to do and pick it. You know what I mean? If they finally sit down and realize that's what I want to do, there you go. Uh, Teach them not to be spoiled and ungrateful. Get them socks and shirts and clothes. Make them appreciate that. Hey, it's also going to be life. There's going to come times in life where you're not going to get what you expect. You know, somebody's going to shit on your parade. They are. There will come a time where something or somehow will shit on your parade. It's a reoccurring thing that reoccurs a lot, and you're just going to have to accept that. You're going to have to accept that that's what happens, and you're going to have to brush yourself off and try again. Learn from your mistake. Another thing, everybody, even me, even Wagon, I hate when I make mistakes. But you got to realize, if nobody in the world made mistakes, then nothing would be normal. Mistakes are normal. Mistakes is how you learn. Mistakes is a learning device. Actually, I like mistakes because sometimes mistakes can save you from making bad choices. Learn from your mistakes. Study your mistakes. I was late for work. Why were you late for work? I didn't do something. Why didn't you do that? What caused you not to do that? How can you prevent that from happening next time? Set two alarms if you need to. Um, Tell yourself a routine, you know. My alarm, I have it in 5 minute intervals, which I like. I think that's the best way to go. So my alarm rings at 6, 6:05, 6:10, 6:15, 6:20, 6:25, 6:30. And when it comes to 6:30, I'm already pretty much awake, kind of. 5 minutes kind of lets you sleep that extra sleep off, and then you're ready to go, which I think helps a lot. As far as just setting one, because you set one alarm clock 6, and you're gonna like, yeah, fuck that, dismiss, and you're gonna sleep in. But if you keep getting those reminders, and your body's like, okay, okay, I'm up. It's just self-discipline, you know. Woo wee! You learn from your mistakes. Absolutely right. Facts, facts, facts. That's all you'll hear over here is facts. I uh I also wanted to get into another topic. I know this may sound off topic or off subject, but the other day I was going through a chat and I noticed some people were picking, and it is what it is, I guess. They were picking on somebody because of their disability. And they made them seem like they were different because of their disability. And that hurt that person a lot. That person has lost their mother, their grandmother, their father doesn't talk to them. They take the bus to work. They work at a grocery store. They're miserable. Parents and parenting has failed the child. The child is suffering. The child is hurt. That question I can't answer. How do you get out of that dark hole? What do you do? Do you get help? You've gotta, you've gotta figure it out. hell, and it's terrible. And it hurts to see. Focus on your health, people. You're going to have some kids. Make sure you're going to be around for them. Especially if you're having kids when you're 35 or 40, make sure you're going to be around for them. Kids need you. A divorce. The word divorce. I knew I couldn't go the whole night without bringing up this topic. The word divorce is a bad word. The word stepmother, step siblings is worse. It hurts. It it makes me want to cry just thinking about it. You have a mom and dad that's been together 12 years of your life. I'm just using an example. They move on. They have their own families now. They found somebody else they want to love. And I know it's got to be so hard for the children to accept that's the parent. They think that that parent's going to think they're better than the other one. It's a bad, bad, bad situation. Do not have a kid unless you think your relationship is going to work out. I'll tell you my rule. I will never have a child with a woman until I've been with her at the least 5 years. And I know it's going to work out. And I know that we get along fine. Oh, by the way, guys, that's 5 years of marriage. Once we get married, that 5 years will start. And then, after 5 years and us realizing we get along, we'll have a child. That way I know that that will most likely not happen. Because when parents get in an argument, there shouldn't be a divorce involved. They need to sit down and discuss their differences and figure out what they need to do to fix their problem. If they need to see a damn counselor, you need to do it. Because I'm telling you right now, that kind of stuff fucks a kid up bad. Really bad. Computer chick, awesome comment. You put it in a wonderful perspective. I think that's a great people like that, guys like Computer Chick that make sacrifices for their children are great people. Making sacrifices for your children that you don't want to do and it's going to make your life miserable. You do it just to make sure your offspring is happy. Parents like that need a fucking Nobel Prize. A Nobel fucking Prize. That's just my opinion. That right there is a very, very good person. Just my thoughts. Everybody has their own opinion. That's the way I whack, okay? Oh, woo. So, yeah. Be honest with you, I'm kind of out of topics here, guys. Does anybody want to help me out? And too many times I see pictures. Computer chick, right on the head. Nailed it right on the head. Guys, do you have any other topics? I'm out of discussion. Can somebody put maybe a topic in chat? Give us an idea. Just a quick topic. I have ran out of topics. Like I said though, to my very first topic uh, about the whole white jukebox situation. That hurts. It still hurts. It's still right now, an hour later, hurts. That he said that. It hurts. It makes me wonder what he's going through as a person that he would think that's okay to say that to somebody. Why does he want to get drunk every night and pass out on live stream? What happened in his life to make him want to be so miserable? The only thing that makes people like that better is making everybody else as miserable as them so they can feel normal. and it's hell. Counseling, a therapist, and help. That's what they're there for, buddy. That's what they're there for. Hurts a lot, especially when it isn't over. You'll go through losses throughout life, honestly. Ain't got much scared for the future. Especially when it's exactly. Oh, I know. And I've I've realized that. You know, it's Pop Fucker on YouTube. You can be on it all night. YouTube. YouTube is people getting mad over inanimate an object almost. I mean, that whole thing set me off though. Computer chick, everybody's in here. I know everybody missed it. There's like two people when I said it. I want to say it again. I want to. I know. I'm sorry. I need to. Met Store. Sorry if I said that wrong, brother. I know he knows what happened, but I'm going to say it. It's on Yeah Man's, and one of the people in there said, "How was my, or do I remember my, something about how's my burnt down house doing? Do I remember when my house burnt down?" Because he thought I was being a piece of shit to Yeah Man, but I was joking around. Actually, a good friend, I thought, and when he said that, man, that shit hurt. That hurt bad. That's not something like honestly, guys. It hasn't hit me yet. It's been almost a year and a half, and it hasn't hit me yet. And for somebody just, but you know what it is, guys? They've never been through it. That guy is miserable. Something about like Tupac, he's miserable. I don't know what it is. He's done something that his life is miserable. You get drunk and pass out on live streams and think that's the norm. And what you do, you're miserable. And something happened to you. And the only way you can cope is seeing everybody around you just as miserable as you so you can feel normal about yourself. And that sucks. Like I said, man, reach out. Get help. What you said to me tonight is shit, dude. That is a shitty thing to say. I mean, I still respect you, man. But you said that to the wrong person, you would have just got stabbed. Really. And when you said that, you being a good friend, that's why I didn't automatically go off. I'm like, what should I do? Did White Tupac just say that to me? What the fuck? I was like, that had to be a troll. Like the way I spoke to you and kind of went off on you was like to anybody else. That was just crazy hearing it from somebody like you, man. That was just. Uh, it sucks, computer chick. It hurts. But you'll get over it. I consider it mines. That's what I call it. This is the whole situation. I call it apostrophe mines apostrophe. I got mines. For what it was, karma, I don't know, but I got mines. I'm almost done. I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna live my happy life again, and I'm gonna enjoy it. But it should be the same. I miss Norman and Ulysses. You OGs know how close me and Ulysses were. That was my dog. That was my fucking best friend. Abe knows it. I mean, everybody that's been around here knows that me and Ulysses were good friends, like a brother. But there's no use harping on it. The worst part was hearing it happen and just seeing it and being like, this is happening, this is happening, this is happening. And with the house almost done, it hasn't hit me. It's like crazy. But here's the deal, guys. I want to do something. You guys have been asking me from day one. I want to see photos. I want to see photos. Let's see photos. You're right, guys. Let's see some photos. Guys, we're going to look at photos from my house. I hope you guys are ready and excited because I've been wanting to do this for so long. I don't know why I've been putting it off. Um, but I feel like this is something that you guys would like to see, and I want to share it with you. Okay. All right, guys. Let's look at some. You're so right, Ripey. So right. Nail on the head again. Guys, let's uh let's look at some photos. Are you guys ready? All right, let me figure out how to screen share. I've done it before. Share. Share screen. Bam, bam. Okay, guys, and I'm sharing. Let's go over here. All right, so this was last weekend when we were finishing up some mud work upstairs, getting ready to finish painting the hallway. Same thing there. That is going to be my kitchen. Well, hold on. It's kind of like it. There should be a yes, 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 yes. I don't know if my Zoom is going to work, but that is the where the sink and the window is, my big pantry, my dishwasher, and all of that going to be. To keep going, that's going to be the other side. I'm going to have my refrigerator, my stove, and that. If you remember before, it was the fridge, stove, and then the big cabinet there that led to the upstairs. I want to make sure you guys are seeing this. That's what I'm going to do. I have to. Make me feel at home. Now we're just going to be seeing family photos because this has turned into the family photo page as well, which is fine. You know, it's a big chat. Family wants to know how's the house doing. You know, people, I mean, hell, I'll show you guys. You want to see it? That is, where'd we go? We just fucking dissipated into time. I think I gotta go. Somehow I just skipped over it all. There's the permits. So that is my dad, my stepmom, and my niece at her birthday party. My sister, my niece, my grandma, my niece. I mean, that's my niece using the circular saw. She was using, there's Wagon right there, putting another big stud in. She can tell Wagon's cut down on some weight, so of course it just kicked me out once again. So here is us taping and mudding. We are taping and mudding over, this used to be where the chimney is. So now we're taping over the chimney because now that's going to be where the HVAC is ran through, the old stack. So we're doing that's the bathroom. I know you guys remember the bathroom. Cold air return. More permits. That's what we've been dealing with. That's the big delay. Dealing with the fucking city on permits. That's my neighbors parking in my yard. There's the spacers, but this is the green room. This is where I'm going to have my computer, my other computer, where I do my big setup and streams. You know, something cool like that. That's my Wagon Orange room, baby. Of course, I had to paint my room Wagon Orange. That's us draining out the lines on the hot water here so the pipes didn't freeze. But yes, Wagon Orange, folks. Wagon Orange. There's me and my cousin Mike nailing some wood in down in the upstairs bathroom for the bathroom floor. As you can see, he started off his nails smart, and you got Wagon putting them in one by one, one by one, one by one. There's Wagon again. Wagon again. There's a big like shot of my bedroom. Now you can see all of the Wagon Orange in its glorious positions. The floor is Wagon Orange too. There's me pulling up nails out of the floor where the carpet used to be. So hell yeah, hell yeah. That paint is ugly. See, we're going back in time. There's us at the farm at my dad's. There's this tractor, this truck, us flying the drone. We're just going to be random photos. I mean, family photos. This has really turned into the family chat. More Wagon Orange. The green room. That's when we got the painteronis. That's before the room got painted. That's my room before it got painted. It just kicked me out again. That's what I hate about Messenger. It's real fucking finicky. But give us 2 seconds and we'll go back. Okay, and we're back. That's after taking that bedroom that you saw was orange. That's my pops. He's been helping me every step of the way. Every day he's been there helping me. No, without my dad, I couldn't have been able to do it. Mr. T, what's going on, brother? Like I said, without my dad, guys, I couldn't have done it. He's helped me every step of the way. He's taught me all of this, and I can never thank him for what he's done. So, yes, sir. That is the old room. Remember the old house? We had to find the picture of that room to figure out what color I wanted to paint my bedroom. The wagon orange. Just a bunch of doors laid out. What is that? That's when they said they were going to shut our water off. It's funny. Grandfather's grave. How you guys think that turned out? He's got the checkered flags, and then my grandma got a little rose. More work, more work. That's when we're screwing in the floor. That is the subfloor. It just kicked us out again. I hate when Messenger does that, guys. Frustrating, frustrating. We'll be here all night. It keeps doing that shit. I'm sure there's got to be a way around it, but I really don't know that way. That's going to make me do it like this because it's dragging its feet. I think we're right about here. There we go. That's when we're screwing the floor in and such. Hey, no problem, bro. All right, keep going. That's the subfloor at its best, looking at it. That is the floor below it. That's the tongue and groove that went over the floor choice. It's going to be a solid floor, fellers. That's why if I had COVID, it's the multi-tool. Oh, it almost just kicked me out again. I was like, I'm going to give up. That's when we patched the hole in the closet. Keeps going. There's Uncle Jeff. There's the sink. Trimming into the trim. That's all the wood we put down before we did it. And we knocked that out in a weekend. One weekend, we knocked all of that out. So I thought that was pretty slick. That's when we took that big load to the scrapper. I know you remember my old fridge and shit like that. Old furnace, stove, shit like that. Things that we weren't going to use, so we had to get some scrap money, get some more money in our pockets. Old cabinet. That's the new furnace. New plumbing ran. Hell yeah. Hot water heater. So when they put that there to, I know I'm flying through this, but there's a lot of photos. Plumbers put that there because they had to take out the old pipe because it's starting to like bubble up or cause friction or something, and it wasn't good. They had to dig in, and that's when we filled it back in for them. Notice plumbing. Very soon you'll see all the wiring they put in. So yeah, that is the old bedroom. I went in a few times on a live stream, but not much. We turned into a bathroom and a little side room. As you can see, yeah, that's when they dug it out before we put cement back in. So hell yeah. Before they put the new stack in. That's when the plumbers were there working. cut in to run the new pipe. Fixes the toilet leaked all those years. Used to go in the kitchen light downstairs and put water in it and make it flicker and everything else. It was crazy. Oh, shoot. Remember that wall that we patched? That was before. That's when they were running the HVAC. I'm about done. Guys, if it does that again, I'm done. I'm sorry. This is a pain in the dick. So go back once it kicks you out like that. Give me a moment of silence as I fly through 1,000 photos again. I think they're about right here. There we go. See, it's from that got boxed in, that whole frame. Oh, that's my plan. That's my plan. That's the random tomato plant that was growing, which is crazy. My grandpa had a big garden there. So we'll keep. That's the old thing. You can tell from the smoke damage. I'm cutting the floor to patch that. And there it goes again. I swear to God, I'm done. Damn it. One more of those. One more. There's got to be a way to make it not do that. Can I use my arrows to move? Yes. Okay. Guys, I figured out a way around. I can use the arrow keys on my keyboard so that won't happen. Give me a moment. And where we at? Load and see where we're at here. Give it a minute to get caught up. That's when we put the bathroom base down. We're building the shower. This was clear back in August. That's when we got the new windows put in. It's made a big difference. Why the fuck did it throw me all the way back here? What the hell? Okay. Windows, all that. Why is that in there twice? What the fuck? That's curious. It keeps. Hell, man. There's a lot more photos to show, but it's probably not going to let me now. This is going to act stupid. So sweet. It's difficult. It's just me and my dad doing it on weekends. That's why it's taking a bit longer than most people say it should. But can you guys see this? Actually, probably not. Hold on, guys. I want to screen share this. Okay, this is what it looked like in about the beginning. So I've saved these so it won't cut out. That's wagon right there, troubled wagon. That's right about the time it happened. I mean, you can look at my face and tell that I was pretty fucked up. I was, yeah, I was, I didn't know what to do. There's me and my cousin working. There's me standing talking to my dad. Me and my cousin working. Me working. That's my dad working. Me and my dad. My dad again. My dad again. Me again. It's looking into the basement. That's pretty much what it looked like when it happened. See, this is kind of the parts I was going to show you when we were taking out the chimney that used to be there and shit like that. You can tell where I showed you where the HVAC is. That used to be a brick chimney. That's what's there now. So, I don't know. That kind of gives you guys a rough idea of everything, hopefully. A year's worth of work, two guys on weekends doing all of that. Pretty damn good if you ask me. Facebook and I have a love-hate relationship. YouTube jail. That's funny as hell, man. True that. I will be happy when it's done, and I'll know that I've earned every fucking ounce of it, too. I'll know ain't nobody gonna tell me that I haven't earned what I got, so, and that'll be a big, huge plus. Alright, I'm back. I had to step out and go use the facilities. Okay, what do we got here? You are muted. Yeah, I know. I had to go use the bathroom. Then get Doggy 2.0. That would be a good job. Yeah, it doesn't pay. Hey, I make about 18, a little over 18 an hour. I'm 18.75 an hour. And for what I do, it's pretty much easy. People that do that, dude, make $12 an hour. So if you have a business, you might make some money, but working for somebody, you ain't gonna make shit. Yeah. So crazy, crazy. Oh, I hear that, computer chick. That is definitely the plan. Good old diet Dr. Pepper. Woo! Well, fellers, it is getting to be that time. You have tuned in to the MC1 Wagon Show, number one. I thank you all for coming aboard. I thank you all for sailing around. And I thank you for being a loyal engineer. Thank you for everything. Yeah, right. That's what we all think. It's not how it works, man. I used to stock groceries at a grocery store for $10 an hour. I used to wash dishes for $11 an hour, and what I do now is easier and funner. So you know how that works. But guys, till next time. Thank you for everything, and be good, because you guys are my family, and you're my everything. I'll see you engineers on the next one.